Welcome to the Health Hub Show. I am your host Nyambura Kamau, and today we will be learning more about emergency response. And when we talk about emergency response, not exactly emergency response, but more about first aiding, ambulances, and how it occurs or how it looks like. Today will be an amazing show. I hope you will enjoy. Also, I would like to thank our sponsors for the show today. That is DreamWorks Investment Limited Company, where they provide the very best when it comes to building, managing, designing, architectural design, interior design, exterior design. They are the people you need. And how do you get to them? The contact is below on the screen. All you need is to make a call. Welcome. And we will be going direct to the interview today. We have made another visit. I know you remember, or you can remember this face. Karibu sana Uvoro TV Business.
Thank you.
And maybe you could remind us your name and how we happened to be here.
Thank you very much. My name is Nelson Moniki, staff of St. John Ambulance, Kenya, here in Eastern, and specifically in Embu, where our headquarters for Eastern is.
Okay.
You're most welcome for another session.
For another session.
Yeah.
But today we are here to understand who is St. John's or what is St. John's. Maybe we could start from there. Who are St. John's?
Thank you very much. First, let me say that St. John Ambulance, it is international humanitarian organization that is in the whole world. Each and every country has its own chapter of the Order of St. John. It is the oldest humanitarian organization, celebrating 1,000 years now, and serving many people in emergencies, also in building their capacity, and also supporting community programs like health.
Oh, so that is very general. That is very general. Can you maybe elaborate to us what are the core services, maybe mainly that St. John's handles?
Let me say that St. John is known with the emergency response. And our core mandate is in medical assistance, that is helping in responding to emergencies, evacuating those people who have been injured, taking care of those who have been injured. It is why there is the ambulance services aspect, because whenever there is an emergency, we'll need people who are well-trained, who are skillful, and we also need ambulances and resources that can help in evacuating and also taking pre-hospital care to the injured persons. More to that, we focus more on, apart from now the ambulance services, we focus more on the training, building the capacity of our people who have the needs to do first aid, to do fire safety, to do other medical related courses like basic life support, advanced cardio life support, all that, care support. All those are some of the courses that we do offer to our people. St. John work closely with the other organization as part of the accreditation. Like now we work with the NASCO in offering HIV testing services in Kenya. Also, we work closely with the KMTC, Kenya Medical Training Centers, in offering emergency medical technician. So the certificate and the diploma level in EMT. So we have various courses that we do offer to help our people build the capacity of our people and also meet their needs. There are those who need certificate for employment. There are those who need certificate to go and improve their files and all that in the academic that way. So St. John has a lot that we usually do. When you get to the community, you find that we have a community health programs that we do offer. That is helping the needy people in the community. Maybe in like now in Embu we have a program that we learn Embu and part of the Lower Eastern that we learn to help the people living with HIV build their immunity, and also give them psychosocial support. So that's part of what St. John does to touch the communities. Also, on the humanitarian part, you find that whenever there are crises, whenever there are disasters, St. John is there to give back to the community by trying to improve the livelihood of those affected people.
So maybe someone out there is wondering, what type of emergency are we speaking about? Maybe kukatwa na kisu ni emergency here, or maybe falling somewhere, it's an emergency. Can you define what results, what activity can result to an emergency? Can you define emergency to everyone out there?
When we talk of an emergency, we usually say that it is any occurrence that will require the intervention, the medical intervention of other people, or an occurrence that will need assistance from other people. You are alone, and maybe you have a medical emergency. Imagine if you are there, you get an heart attack. That's an emergency. You are at home, and maybe you have some medical issues like asthma and all that. Or you have a child who is epileptic, or you have a relative or a sibling who is epileptic. Then that person now maybe is attacked, and at some time is not able to recover quickly. So that calls for an emergency. You need people to come and assist you. Maybe there is an outbreak of some diseases. We call that an emergency, medical emergency. There is a disaster that has happened. There is that emergency. So when we talk of emergencies, where you need to go and help people get back to their normal status. That way. Maybe it is an accident that has happened. That's an emergency. An accident or a road traffic emergency, RTA. So you need people to come and assist that way.
So to our understanding, you go to assist out there. So do you have representatives in different communities, or you are only based in one area?
With the St. John Ambulance, as I said, it is a voluntary organization. We have various in many areas. We have people called volunteers. The volunteers, these are the people that we build their capacity to be able to serve. So if we have an accident at Lunyanges, we'll have people who are trained by St. John in Lunyanges. They will respond to the emergency that is there. You go to Kiriti, you go to anywhere, you'll get people who have knowledge and skills to save life. So we are not only based on one place. The only service that is based on one place is the ambulance. Like, the ambulance is here. But whenever there is an emergency anywhere, it will land there that way.
Okay, so for the purpose of our viewer out there and the purpose of our audience, is there a specific way to contact you? Ama they have to go through somewhere like a government office, ama they can call you directly?
What happens is that for us, we are open. Whenever there is an emergency and you have our number, you call our office direct. You call our ambulance direct. If maybe it is an institution that has an issue or they have identified a problem, maybe they have called the disaster guys, they will call us that way. So that call usually happens that someone calls Uvoro and report, we have an accident, we have an emergency somewhere. Now that Uvoro knows about St. John, you call us. You see now that transition now, that is, that way. So, but there are those who calls direct because we have direct numbers that people usually call.
So this means you have an emergency call line.
Yeah, we have emergency call line that will give people that they can reach us here in Embu. They can reach us also, even if they call our national office, emergency center, we will be able to reach us that way. We work that way.
Wow. Time is moving in a very good way. And I know people out there are listening and need to learn more. Maybe wanaona hii ni theory. Maybe hata hakuna hiyo ambulance mnasema ni zile promises za kutenga, toa, So maybe we could maybe see or have a view of the ambulance and whatever it has?
We'll take you to our ambulance. We'll also show you our operators. They will be able to talk about the ambulance. They will be able to tell us more on what they usually do on a daily basis when it comes to emergency response. And maybe before we finish, I and talked about these emergencies and the gaps that are there, and especially in Embu, whereby we need to build more capacity to our people in emergency response to be able to take care of the accidents that usually happens in various areas. And St. John, we are planning for a Save a Life walkathon, where we are inviting all our Embu residents, corporates, business people, all institutions, even Uvoro, to come and walk with us on the end of May, so as we can be able to raise funds that can help us to train more people in emergency response, so as we can be safe on our roads. We'll be able to train more borders, more drivers will be trained, and also the community, so as we can be able to build their capacity. So all are welcome to come and walk with us, and we'll appreciate your support.
Wow, thank you. Amazing. As Uvoro TV Business, we will be there. So to our viewers, we will be right back after this short break. We need to learn more.